Welcome to episode 19 of my desert-only Ironman series. Before this episode begins, I would like to take this time to thank everybody for watching my videos and helping me reach 1,500 subscribers. It's an incredible milestone in my eyes, and I had no idea where the series would take me when I started, but I am forever grateful for all of your support thus far, and I hope to continue making great videos to come. I know that my audio has had some issues in the past, and I am pleased to announce I finally upgraded microphones, and hopefully you can all hear that as well. If we can, I don't usually do this, but I'd like to try and get 250 likes on this video for the upgraded sound quality. So if you can, hit that like button. And anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with episode number 19. One final thing, I did pick up this microphone about halfway through the filming of this video, so some of the clips are going to be live recorded and other ones will be voiced over. Hopefully I can move more towards a live recording kind of setup through my next videos, but this one's going to kind of have a mix of both. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop right in. Beginning this episode off with level 61 attack, let's keep going. I actually ended up getting my very first step of a medium clue that actually is in the desert. Unfortunately, the following steps required me to get a wilderness cape, which I have no capability of getting, so I did have to drop it. But it is a good sign that I can get some clue steps here in the desert. I wanted to test out a couple different options for the Kalphite Queen kills. The very first method is going to be just melee only. I lost my Karis that was poisoned enough times where I now have to use my rune dagger P++, because every time you die with the Karis it requires that you buy it again and it doesn't have the poison. So I'm going to go ahead and try a couple different methods. This first one is just going to be melee only. The second method I tried was a range melee switch. So after you get to phase 2, if you try range, unfortunately every time you try a ranged attack you hit, even if you hit a 0, the Kalphite Queen will hit you, unlike with magic where if you get a 0 or splash with the magic it won't do any damage to you. So this is obviously a lot worse than magic just because I'm not going to hit that high with range with a Yush longbow, so I'm going to have to go ahead and try the magic setup. With the magic setup using Wind Wave, it allows me to kill Kalphite Queen more efficiently just because, like I said, if you hit 0s, you're not going to get hit by Kalphite Queen, so you kind of trade damage. So it really comes down to how high the KQ hits you when you hit successfully. Just because if he hits 2s and you're hitting 15s, it's going to go a lot more smoothly. And then finally, after all those methods and doing the magic method, I decided that this was the best method to go with, and here we go. I actually meleeed the Kalphite Queen this time to kill it, and for Kalphite Queen number 4, I ended up getting an insoled head, 2 dark crabs, and 25 grimy torstals. The grimy torstals are not very useful to me at this point, and I can't even make super combat potions when I get to that point. So I'm going to be banking these, and these will be sitting in the bank for a very long time. Here we have our first XP random of the episode. This is going to be 15 experience onto the Slayer skill, which is going to put me 13 experience away from leveling it up to level 2. Not very much of a milestone just because Slayer isn't very important, but I thought I'd throw it in. Coming in here we have level 70 hit points. With this hit points level we'll go ahead and go kill some more Kalphite Queens and see what kind of drops we get. As you saw in those last couple of clips, the Kalphite Queen kills do not come that easily still, so I still have runs like this where I run out of food and have to melee. But I ended up getting Kalphite Queen kill number 5 here, and we ended up getting 3 monkfish and 100 buckets of sand. The buckets of sand is probably one of the worst drops I can get, but I think it's on the common drops for Kalphite Queen, so I should expect to see it a lot in my upcoming kills. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into some skilling. I've killed enough Kalphite Queen and lost enough supplies. As mentioned a few episodes ago, I did set a goal for myself to hit level 75 Hunter to barehand Magpie Implings. They do have a lot of good loot. I'm going to go ahead and throw on a graphic here just to show you what they can give you. Most notably, one of the things I'm looking for is the Rune Warhammer as well as the 6 Black D'hide, just because that gives me a whole Black D'hide set that I can craft from scratch. I do need high 70s in crafting to do it, but I think I can do more silver bars for that to make them into tiaras. That's not going to be a problem, as well as the gold ore will give me a lot of crafting experience as well from Kalphite Queen drops, since they drop 250 at a time. But I'm slowly getting the gold done. That's level 64 hunter there. 2 more levels in this episode, and then I also got a genie random, so that's going to give me 10 more experience on Slayer and put me 3 experience away from level 2 Slayer and getting me out of the level 1 stats on my account. I'm looking forward to that for sure. I did want to go over a little bit of strategy that I do personally as a level 83 combat Ironman when he goes through his Kalphite Queen kills. Here's just my setup. Again, this is only what I can acquire from the desert. I go for a lot of range and magic defense because phase 2 is what's going to go ahead and kill me most times. What my main goal is to do is to poison the Kalphite Queen in phase 1 right at the end, which then the poison does carry over to phase 2. And that's going to give me a great stepping stone to killing it with magic, and as well you can re-poison it again after a while, but with the protect from melee from Kalphite Queen it makes it very difficult to kill the Kalphite Queen or even get it poisoned again. So if I can, I'd like to poison it on phase 1 and then quickly kill it so that the poison carries over, and then use magic all the way through until the end, and that will most likely save me the most amount of food as well. Kalphite Queen kill number 6 coming in here. Once again, it drained all of my food, so I have to go back to and try and melee it right at the end, as a magic attack could kill us both. So luckily, with just a couple minutes to spare, I was able to kill Kalphite Queen for kill number 6, which is a good one. A Sarah Brew and then 60 Wines of Zamorak. So those Wines of Zamorak will come in handy when my Herblore level progresses. I think level 72 is what I need for ranging potions. But let's go ahead and just take a look at the log and see what we need for the ranging potions and if these wines will be good for anything else. Okay, so it does look like level 72 is what I need for ranging potions. I have plenty of dwarf weeds, so that won't be a problem. The only other thing that Wine of Zamorak is used for is for the Bastion potions, which is a new one from the Theater of Blood release. I don't have any vials of blood, so that one is definitely not an option. And as you can imagine, going through Kalphite Queen runs with magic is very expensive, so I'm going to go ahead and just get some GP quickly. Now with level 61 agility, it doesn't really require a lot of effort to get these pyramids, and I ended up getting 100k in probably like 30 minutes. I think I only failed like 3 or 4 times in total. I didn't even need to bring food. I could have just filled this up with water skins and got it, but a quick 100k so we can go buy some more runes to kill some more Kalphite Queen. Kalphite Queen kill number 7 coming in here, and we get gold ore and 2 dark crabs. That is actually really good for gold ore. That's going to give me a lot of smithing experience, so can't complain. That was an overall pretty good kill. I did use all my food, but I did have enough health left over, so I didn't have to worry about dying at the very last hit. Here I go, reaching the goal I set in the last episode to hit level 65 attack. That's going to help out at KQ a little bit. I do want to hit level 70 soon, most likely not in this episode though. And level 56 cooking coming in here. That's going to be one of many cooking levels coming up because anchovy pizzas are now everything that I use. One of my common mistakes at KQ is I never break my Ring of Recoil, and sometimes it only has 10 or 15 damage to inflict rather than the initial 40, which would come in handy in situations like this. Oh, that's annoying. Finishing up this episode, I did want to address one of my most commented things in the last couple of episodes is to get the Mage's Book for KQ runs and just in general for training magic. My overall goal is to get the entire Infinity set as well as a Master Wand, so I don't really do Mage Arena that often, but I wanted to get everybody's opinion. If you can, leave a comment below. Do you think I should do Bones to Peaches first to improve my graveyard run points, or should I just go right for the Mage's Book and then get the Bones to Peaches later? I was thinking Bones to Peaches would be more efficient because if I go for the entire set, I'll be here for hours and hours. This is going to be a really long-term goal though, just because the amount of runes that I'll need to go through is insane, and I don't have enough money for that. I end up probably getting like level 80 agility if I did that much agility pyramid, which I really don't want to end up doing too much of. But I was just thinking, do you think I should do Bones to Peaches first and then get the Mage's Book? I think once I get the Mage's Book, I'll probably take another break from Mage Training Arena and do some more KQ runs. So it really comes down to, do I want to invest the time now, time and money into Bones to Peaches and then get the Mage's Book? Or do I just want to get the Mage's Book now and then worry about all that later? I will probably get Bones to Peaches, but I don't know if it's going to be first or after the Mage's Book. Go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what you think. And thanks for watching.